Welcome to Peace Concepts, where we explore practical strategies for cultivating understanding, resolving conflicts, and nurturing meaningful connections. I'm David Lowry. In this episode of Peace Concepts, we'll discuss the deadly peace killer of high-pressure tactics. Imagine this. A salesperson pushes a limited-time offer that you can't refuse. At work, deadlines loom and expectations pile high. Friends and family are pressuring you to attend events or cave to their wishes. This constant barrage is no coincidence. We're bombarded with pressure tactics in every aspect of life, from social media notifications to the choices we make with loved ones. This episode of Peace Concepts will examine these tactics, help you identify them, and most importantly, how to resist them to protect your peace of mind. To pressure someone means to try and influence or persuade them to do something, often through insistence, coercion, or force. Pressure can be emotional, psychological, physical, financial, or take other forms. Many people are not aware of the pressure they place on others. Or when they are aware, they might say something like, "I'm only doing it for their good." People might unintentionally pressure others because they're not always aware they're crossing a line. And this is why clear communication is key. While some level of influence is normal in relationships and society, excessive pressure that violates someone's rights or free will is unethical and abusive. Healthy persuasion allows a person to make a free will choice without negative repercussions. So let's look at some reasons why people resort to pressure tactics. There are several common reasons, and let's begin with this: to gain power and achieve their goals. Pressuring is a way of exerting dominance, authority, or influence over another person and their choices and actions. And this can stem from a desire to control or subjugate others, but most of the time, people pressure others because they have a personal stake in influencing that person to act in a way that enhances or benefits them and their aims, goals, desires, and agenda. So when you feel pressure, you should know that it's probably to benefit the other person more than you. Social conformity is another reason. There can be peer pressure to follow certain norms, behaviors, or beliefs within a group. Pressuring reinforces conformity that society expects of us at times. Then there's personal insecurities. Sometimes people project their own insecurities and attempt to pressure us to make themselves feel more secure or validated. A lot of times people pressure us because they lack empathy. An inability or unwillingness to see the other person's point of view and respect their autonomy can cause people to start pressuring us. Then there's fear of protectiveness. Pressuring sometimes arises because someone wants to protect themselves from a danger or risk. And maybe they think you're about to do something that will hurt you, so they pressure you to keep you from doing something. Last of all, it could be just because it's a habit or learned behavior. They've learned that it works for them. That's how they get their way. And this aggressive communication style can be a pattern that they have adopted from their upbringing or environment. Now, we're not excusing any of these pressure tactics, but we're just trying to let you know why it may occur. Let's look at some common pressure tactics that people use. We've all had the guilt trips, right? This is where someone tries to play on your empathy for them. They might make you feel bad about yourself by saying, "You never want to help me," or "Is this how little our friendship means?" The guilt trip, like, "If you don't do what I say, you're a terrible person." Minimizing. "You're being too sensitive. Oh, come on now. This isn't a big deal. You know you want to do this." That's downplaying your concerns or maybe your boundaries about something you value or think is important. Obligation is another way people try to pressure us. "You owe me. You need to do this. We're family. You can't say no to family." Or, "After all I've done for you." They're trying to get you to cave into their wishes by using the old obligation tactic. There's anger and outbursts. Some people just get angry and start showing emotional displays designed to intimidate you, like, "You don't want to make me mad. You better do what I tell you to do," or "I'm going to get really angry and start shouting and being unkind to you." It's a manipulative ploy, of course, and it doesn't represent a healthy boundary or healthy communication. The most common one is pleading and bargaining. "Oh, come on, please, just this once. I'll owe you forever if you do this. Oh, come on, please, 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 please." They just try to wear you down with emotional pleas. Then sometimes people play the victim. Phrases like, only you can help me. There's no one else to do this. If you don't help me, I don't know what I'm going to do. Social pressure. Everybody else is doing it. Why can't you? Don't you want to be a part of this group? Come on now. Everyone at work is going to be doing this. You'll love it once you get there. Last of all, people will simply ignore your boundaries. They disregard what you want, hoping you'll give in. We're doing this no matter what you think, and you're going to do it too. They're hoping to just steamroller you into going along. These are common pressure tactics that people use, and of course, there are many, many more, but we hope you'll recognize these tactics when they come up. But what should you do when someone starts using these tactics on you? Well, first of all, notice when you're beginning to feel a bit triggered, a bit angry, uncomfortable. You have the feeling you'd like to leave or get out of there, or you'd like to smack somebody. Those are all signs you're under pressure. Remember, it's always okay to say no. When others use pressure tactics on you, trust your judgment to stand firm in your boundaries. Always respond in a way that protects your autonomy and well-being. It's not your job to make them feel better. It's okay to say no. You don't owe anyone an explanation, justification, or any reason that may be demanded of you. Here's some other things you can do. Remember this, no matter how the situation may appear, you, not the person pressuring you, have the freedom of choosing your response and actions. No one can make you do anything you don't want to do. If you want to refuse, refuse. If you want a better deal, don't settle until you get it. If you're on the car lot and you're feeling pressure, you hold all the cards. You can say, I'm not buying today. No, I'm not going to spend that kind of money, or whatever it is that's important to you. By maintaining a mindset that you're in control, regardless of what they say or even threaten, you can navigate this high-pressure situation. You can't control others, but you can control your reactions. So stay in control. Remember, we're taking that middle, peacefully assertive path where we don't run away and we don't give in to aggression, but we stay in control and state what we want calmly. Don't get bullied or pushed into unhealthy dynamics such as pointless arguing, anger, reactive behaviors, aggression, or escalating the conversation to a full-on conflict. Recognize tactics for what they are. At the very least, it's about getting you to change your mind or comply with a request. At its worst, it's a form of bullying, intimidation, and abuse. So if you're feeling any of those things, realize that normal reasoning and collaborative communication is not yet in play. We advise you don't get drawn into explaining or justifying your position. Let your position speak for itself. Always stay calm and never let them see you sweat. People who pressure you are trying to provoke an emotional reaction. And like in middle school, if you lose your cool, the schoolyard bully gets an emotional payoff at your expense. So stay calm and centered. Reaffirm your position clearly and firmly. This is also known as the broken record technique. State what you want. State your needs directly. Repeat as often as you need to. For instance, if you don't want to buy a car, just state, I'm not buying a car today. Each time someone keeps coming back, make the same statement. I'm not buying the car today. Last of all, set boundaries. If things get to a point where you're feeling really uncomfortable, be prepared to remove yourself from the situation, to disengage. You're not required to give a fair warning. Just state, I think I've said all I need to say, and I've got to go now. Then disengage by gathering your things and walking away. In today's program, we explored how pressure tactics disrupt peace in our lives. We've learned to identify common pressure tactics, understand why people resort to them, and most importantly, how to respond assertively and protect our boundaries. Remember, you have the right to say no and choose your path. Don't allow pressure tactics to steal your peace of mind. Please like, subscribe, and share this episode with someone who might need it, and keep listening to Peace Concepts for more strategies on how you can create more peaceful relationships. In the meantime, let's commit to fostering understanding, resolving conflicts, and nurturing meaningful connections in our daily lives. Peace Concepts is produced by Peaceful Life Productions.